Hey guys, it's Mr. Mac. I'm here with another video tutorial on how to create Google Slides. So I'm going to walk you through the basics on creating Google Slides. So the first thing we have to do is figure out, well, how do we start a new Google Slide? There's two different ways you can do it. There's probably more than that, but here are the two I'm going to show you. You can just go simply to your Google Drive and go New, go to Slides. Okay, that's one way you can do it. Or another way you can do it is just type in the browser bar slides.new and it'll open up a new Google slide. So in this tutorial, I'm going to go over the mechanics of what to do for this current event assignment. I'm not going to go through a lot of the details about exactly what the current event assignment is. We'll discuss that more in class, but I will leave an example of what the final product should look like. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to name our slide presentation, and whatever topic you decide you want to research, this is what you're going to name your slide. So mine is going to be Mac and Ernie Gemini. It was about on my current event that I was going to focus on. It's going to be about the Google Gemini, the new AI they have. So the first thing we're going to wind up doing is we're going to change the page setup. We're going to make this slide presentation a different shape. You know, the standard is 16 by 9, and you could go to 16 by 10 or 4 by 3. But what we're going to do, just to make it easier for everyone, and so I know that you did it right, we're going to make it 8. We're going to make it 8 by 11. So it should give you like a paper size sheet, okay? So that's the first part of the assignment. We've named our slide presentation, and now we've changed the page setup. The next thing we're going to do is go to layout, okay? And what I want you guys to do is use title and body for layout, okay? This is going to be the easiest for you to work with. We're going to put our title up here, and that's going to help you create a succinct presentation that is appealing to the eye. So we could choose from, the next thing we're going to do is themes. We're going to choose from any of these themes over here. Once we selected a theme, you can select any one you like. We're going to go and change the background. This will also indicate to me easily that you're following the directions. And what we're going to do is change the theme. We're going to change it to a gradient. We're going to change the background color to a gradient. And you can make it any gradient you want, just as long as I clearly see that it's a gradient. So you can tell that this is a gradient. You have the lighter colors sort of in the middle, and it sort of bursts out into the darker colors on the side. So we've got that down. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add our title up here. So for whatever, mine is going to be Google Gemini. But sometimes when you get a font like this, it's kind of hard to see. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this stand out a little bit. Okay. So what we're going to do here is go to formatting options. All right. And you can go click on the 3 buttons here and go to formatting options. And we're going to add a drop shadow. Okay. So we're going to add this drop shadow. You can play around with the angle that you want the drop shadow to be at, or the distance of the drop shadow, or the blur radius. But I definitely have to see distinctly that you've added a drop shadow, and it makes it look a little more professional. It's a nice touch to some presentations. I would also make this font a little larger, considering it's a title. You can jack the font up there. Okay, so there we go. We have our formatting option. We added that drop shadow in. The next thing we're going to do here is we're going to just, you're going to demonstrate that you know how to use some of the features of Google Slide. We're going to go and insert shapes, such as arrows, as such. There we go. And now we could change the color of those arrows by using this fill box. You could make it a gradient if you like. over here and change that. That doesn't really stick out very well, so let's change it to something different. There we go. You can also change the border of these colors by as such. Over here, we'll let you change that border weight. So if you want a thick line around it, you will have something like that. So we do see those features. Now that we have this item in here, we can also add an animation to it. So what we'll simply do is go insert animation. Okay, and that will bring that up. So this is going to appear on a click, but we're going to make this, let's have it flying from the bottom, okay? And if we start our presentation, it will show you on the click that will fly in from the bottom. It's a nice little element that you can add to your presentation if you want to have an arrow or shape pop up. You could also do it with different shapes. We can add shapes. Let's do, I don't know, a lightning bolt. So we can add that lightning bolt in. We can change the color as we did last time. We can make it a red lightning bolt. We can change the border of it to be, let's make it bright yellow. And to make it stand out, we're going to make that 8 points. And we can just simply click here. As long as we clicked on it, we could click here and add animation. And we can do appear. Let's do zoom in. And here you can see a preview of it. And then on the next click, whoa. So that's how you add animations to your slide. The final feature you're gonna need to do this presentation is you're gonna add in word art. So word art is also, it's in the same category of the shapes and the arrows. So, but we can have it say whatever we want. Now, word art's different than typing in a text box because it gives you a little more flexibility. You have to put the word in here. So, Mr. Mac, we'll use that. All right, and it becomes the same as the shapes. You can change the color, and you can change the border, and you can make the border weight thicker so it really stands out. And the nice thing about word art, unlike a traditional text box, when you minimize a text box, it's just going to condense those words. Okay, so when you use word art, though, you can expand and shrink the actual word itself based on dragging the corners of the box there. So you can also use the circle up here and change the direction of the word art, and you can move it around. So those are the basic skills that you're going to need to complete this assignment. Again, if you have any questions, please just feel free to reach out to me. Another feature you're going to need to complete this assignment is to add a new slide, which you could do with a plus button up here. You also are going to require to add animation, add images and videos. So to do that, we're going to go to insert image. Now, when you do that, you can add from your drive, from photos, or by the URL. So if you go to search the web, it's going to bring up a bar over here, and let's just say I want to, I'm going to do Google AI here. Okay, and then you can see if you could find an image that you like, and you could insert it. We'll put that image in there. You could drag the bars to resize that image to whatever you like. You could also go insert video. Now, if you found a video that you like, you could just copy and paste the URL there, or you could search for one. So we could just go Google AI. I suggest you go on YouTube and find the link first, because this, you're going to have to just sort of bear through this. It's really not a great way to browse the videos. Google AI launch turns a disaster. All right, so we'll put that one in there. Okay. And you can control some of the video playback here. If you want to start it or end it at a different period, you can do that here. You can add a drop shadow to this also, to the video. So that will give you some flexibility with that. You could also insert, if you want to insert tables or a chart or a diagram, you can add a bar chart in and or a line graph in this way. So those are the basics you're going to need to complete this assignment. If you have any questions, please let me know.